All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
We go tonight.
180. 54 Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They run with Hines. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Check.
Second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Switch. Hey, switch gears. Ready, go.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
53's the mic. 53.
Third and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Let him know. Hatch it.
Here's Hines. And an alley to run. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll run on first down. It's Gutierrez. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. To throw is Murray. Got a man open, that's Harry. He'll be ridden out of bounds, didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Murray to air it out again. His throw incomplete. DJ Chark the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity that went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
DC. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Come on, D.
From his goal line here, Goff. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
80. Hell, you won. Orange. You got tight right there.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
No, check that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, he sets to fire deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
180.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw, Goff. That's caught by Jennings. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Mike, 54. Where's 14.
On 1st down, gone. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Goff. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. He's going to field this at the 4. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Trying to improvise. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 56, Mike 56. 65, 65. 65. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Solomon Thomas racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They try and bring the pressure, but he still gets off a good one. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
We go to that. 180.
Mike.
Switch up.
Tiger. Hey, Echo.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Goff on 1st down. That's complete to White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hold on. Check.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so. And look at this. It's a fake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Check. West. Hayward. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Complete. Smith has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Murray from midfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Defense, let's go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Murray with a 3rd and long. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Murray now. Steps and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
I'm coming after you.
Average wall.
31.
Hey, Charlie.
Slant. 31's the mark.
Now a first down throw. Gone. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Super one.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's caught inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. It's complete. James White. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. It's caught. Smith. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 5. Now they will. 5. Mike 5.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A.J. Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Murray now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30, past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby, all day.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 12, Goff, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Super 66.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, baby.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey.
In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, here we go.
To throw is Goff. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Coming to you, coming to you. Go, go. Win the rep, let's go, let's go.
On first down, Hines. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He was brought down by Taylor Rapp.
That's tight. Tight is right.
A gain of a
Hey,
yard.
he's moving, boys, moving.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Yeah.
Murray and company going for it on 4th.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
He's got it. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Murray going to throw.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Naeem Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Don't get nervous.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that goes for a gain of 31. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
We're good.
53's the mic. 53. Check.
Now Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion.
53's the mic. 50.
76. Tell him. 76.
Goff throwing again. That's caught. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Murray now on 1st down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now a give to Collins. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
In your face.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Sanders now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Falcons 40, Panthers 15.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
The Falcons take over first and
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Quads, quads, quads.
That's it.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They run the counter. It's Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They run again with Hines. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown.
That's it, baby. We got 6 all day.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some.
He's got a man, complete, and all the way down to the 39. A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Situation. Let's go.
Chef.
Now.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
30 base.
Let's go, B. Big series right here.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Have a new single-game interception king. Fifth pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a... I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now Murray throwing on second down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Hines, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
He's not going to get me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be third and 5. Now Murray. Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here we go.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. This is Hines. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 47-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
23 yards, the final tally.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the... And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ready? 6 yards.
Yeah. You don't want none?
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey.
Now it's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, it'll be a 13th win on the year, and they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week.